Hey, this is Fred Rambanis, Bassmaster Elite Series Pro, and I just got finished raiding my local tackle shop with IMA lures. These are the Cooler baits. They're a new price point at $10 and a Japanese design. Amazing, right out of the package, no tweaking necessary. Lure that's going to catch you fish and give you confidence to compete in tournaments and win.
Here we are, man. We are in a gorgeous place. We're just below the dam at Lake Havasu on the Colorado River in Arizona. And, you know, I know there's smallmouth bass in these waters. Nothing works better on a smallmouth bass, or a largemouth for that matter, than an IMA FLIT 120. When you're throwing the FLIT 120, the first thing is you really got to look at the engineering behind the lure, and in the clear baits that IMA provides, you can actually see the engineering. You know, it's a Japanese made lure. You can see the engineering inside, so it casts tremendously. You'll notice when I'm casting the bait, it fires like an arrow right through the wind, right through any kind of obstacle that it might have, and you don't have any problems. Typically with a lot of jerk bait, you get backlash, the bait starts to wobble through the wind. This thing just like an arrow. So that's really important. You want to make really long casts. The IMA FLIT 120 is going to help you do that. Let's go real quick into some technique specifics on how I like to work the FLIT 120. Again, the first thing, really long casts. So I'm making a huge cast as far as I can get it out there. The next thing that I want to show you is how I'm going to work the lure. And generally I'm going to work my cadence with 2 or 3 twitches and then a pause. Again, 2 or 3 twitches and a pause. You can notice my rod tip when I'm twitching the lure, I'm twitching it on slack line. That's going to give my bait more side to side action and a lot of darting movement. So again, I'm going to twitch it on slack line, and that's how I'm going to start working my lure. Now once I get it about halfway to the boat, I'm going to twitch it up, okay? And I like to twitch it up 2 or 3 times and then go back to the down position and start twitching it. The reason I like to twitch it up like there is just like if I'm throwing a Pin Jack 200. I want to be able to bang that thing off of rocks. I want to bang it off the cover, because the deflection is what's going to create that bass for the strike. With the FLIT 120 and the jerk baits, you know, you're really not deflecting a whole lot. If you fish shallow bars, you know, shallow rocks, sure, you're going to get some deflection. But a lot of times we're fishing this bait over open water, maybe, you know, 5 feet, 7 feet, 10 feet, even sometimes drawing fish up out of 20 feet of water with this particular lure. And we can't hit anything with it. But what that's providing when I have that upswing with my rod tip is a change of movement, and almost like the bait is trying to skitter and get away. So again, really long cast. I'm jerking down 2 or 3 times, pause, 2 or 3 more jerks, pause, and then I'm twitching up. And when I twitch it up, that's that change, and that, you know, almost like you would deflect a crankbait. That's the change in pattern that sometimes those fish will react on. So keep that in mind when you're fishing your IMA FLIT 120. Let's get back out here and try and catch some more smallmouth bass. Look at that dude. That right there is the deal. You gotta get you some FLIT 120s from IMALures.com. You can catch fish just like this. I'm Bassmaster Elite Series Pro Kurt Dove with IMA Lures.